Ladies and gentlemen, pain is often viewed as something to be avoided, something that signifies weakness or failure. We are taught to resist it, to escape it, and to shield ourselves from its grasp. Yet, there is an undeniable truth that many of us fail to recognize. Pain is not a punishment, nor is it something meant to break us. It is, instead, a profound force that can propel us toward growth, strength, and transformation. Pain, when embraced with courage, becomes a powerful catalyst for change. It is not an end, but a new beginning, a necessary part of the journey toward becoming our fullest selves. When we face pain, whether physical, emotional, or mental, it often feels overwhelming. In the midst of it, it's easy to think that we are trapped, that there is no way out. The weight of our struggles can cloud our vision, making it hard to see beyond the immediate hurt. But this pain is not a dead end. It is an invitation to dig deeper, to find new reserves of strength, resilience, and wisdom within ourselves. It is through facing pain head-on that we discover our true potential, our ability to endure, to rise, and to continue moving forward when everything within us wants to give up. Pain is not simply an obstacle, it is the raw material for our growth. Think about the moments in your life when you have experienced the most growth, the moments when you have stretched beyond your limits, when you have pushed through adversity, when you have faced down fear and discomfort. These moments are often born out of pain, and it is in these moments that we find the strength to evolve. Just as a seed must crack open and struggle through the soil before it can grow into a mighty tree, so too must we endure the discomfort of life's challenges before we can blossom into the fullest version of ourselves. Consider the power of transformation that is inherent in every painful experience. At first we may not understand why something is happening or why we must endure such hardship. But with time, clarity comes. We begin to see that the pain we felt was necessary to strip away the parts of us that were holding us back. It was the force that cleared the path for something greater to emerge. The struggles that once seemed impossible to overcome now serve as the foundation for our growth. Pain becomes the forge in which our character is shaped, the hammer that molds us into a more resilient, more capable version of ourselves. The beauty of this transformation lies in the fact that it is not a one-time event. Every challenge we face, every painful experience, offers us another opportunity to grow. It is a constant, ongoing process of becoming more than we were before. As we learn to navigate life's difficulties, we develop a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. We learn what we are truly capable of. We learn that we are not defined by our pain, but by how we respond to it. We learn that, while we may not be able to control the hardships that come our way, we have full control over how we rise in the face of them. Pain teaches us that we are stronger than we realize. It shows us that our limits are not as fixed as we think. In the midst of pain, we often discover new strengths we never knew we had, new sources of resilience that we can tap into when we need them most. And even when we stumble, even when we fall, pain reminds us that we are human. It is in these moments of vulnerability that we find our deepest capacity for compassion, for self-forgiveness, and for the understanding that we are all on this journey together. Embracing pain, rather than running from it, opens up the possibility for profound healing and growth. It frees us from the fear of discomfort, allowing us to face challenges with the knowledge that we are capable of overcoming them. Each painful experience becomes a stepping stone, leading us toward a life of greater purpose, clarity, and fulfillment. Through pain, we come to realize that we are not helpless victims, but active participants in the creation of our own destiny. It is through the fire of pain that we are forged into something stronger. It is through the discomfort, the struggle, and the difficulty that we find the power to rise again. And when we rise, we do so with a newfound strength, a strength that can carry us through even the toughest of times. Pain, when understood as a catalyst for growth, becomes not something to fear, but something to embrace, because it is through pain that we are made whole. In life, there will always be moments when we face challenges, when obstacles seem insurmountable, and when we feel overwhelmed by forces beyond our control. During these times, it is easy to fall into the trap of believing that we are mere victims of circumstances. It is easy to feel as though the world is conspiring against us, that we are powerless in the face of adversity. Yet there is a deeper truth that lies beneath the surface of our struggles. We always have a choice in how we respond to what life throws at us. The power to shape our reality, to change the direction of our journey, lies in our ability to choose our response, and it is in this choice that we find our true power. When life tests us, when we are faced with hardship, we are confronted with a decision. Will we let these challenges define us? Will we let the circumstances determine our worth, our future, or our happiness? Or will we take control, rise above, and determine how we respond to the situation? This is where our true strength lies, in our response. It is not the challenges themselves that shape us. It is the way we choose to meet them, to navigate them, and to move forward. In moments of difficulty, it is tempting to react impulsively, to give in to fear, anger, or despair. These emotions, though natural, are not the ones that empower us. They do not give us the strength to rise above our struggles. They hold us in a state of stagnation, preventing us from seeing the possibilities for growth, for change, and for transformation that lie just beyond our pain. Instead, when we choose to respond with clarity, patience, and determination, we unlock the power to move through adversity with grace and strength. Choosing how to respond is not always easy. It requires courage, self-awareness, and a deep understanding of the fact that we are not defined by our circumstances. We are defined by our ability to adapt, to persevere, and to rise again. Even when the road ahead seems unclear, even when we are unsure of how we will get through the next challenge, we have the choice to keep moving forward, to keep pushing, to keep fighting for what we believe in. And in making that choice, we create a new path, one that is shaped by our own actions, not by the whims of fate. This power to choose our response is what allows us to break free from cycles of negativity, of victimhood, and of limitation. Every time we choose to rise above our circumstances, we reclaim our power. We become the architects of our own lives, the creators of our own futures. No matter what happens to us, we are always free to choose how we move through it. This is the essence of true freedom, the knowledge that our thoughts, our actions, and our responses are the only things we can truly control. And in this control, we find our strength. When we choose to respond with resilience, we shift our focus from the problem to the solution. We stop seeing ourselves as powerless victims and begin to recognize the opportunities for growth that lie within each challenge. Every difficulty becomes a chance to learn, to adapt, to strengthen our character. We start to see that every setback is simply a detour on the road to success, a necessary part of the journey that will help us become stronger, wiser, and more capable of facing whatever comes next. Our responses also affect those around us. When we choose to face our challenges with determination and grace, we inspire others to do the same. Our courage becomes a beacon of light for those who are struggling, a reminder that they too have the power to choose their response. By embracing the power to choose how we respond, we become leaders in our own right, not because we have all the answers, but because we are willing to show others what it looks like to stand tall in the face of adversity. Ultimately, our ability to choose how we respond shapes our reality. It shapes the way we see the world, the way we see ourselves, and the way we interact with others. When we choose to meet each challenge with strength, positivity, and a belief in our own resilience, we create a life that is filled with purpose, meaning, and fulfillment. And even in the hardest of times, when the world feels like it is against us, we can find peace in knowing that the most powerful tool we have is our ability to choose how we respond. In every moment, we have the opportunity to decide who we are and how we will navigate the world. The challenges we face are not the defining moments of our lives, it is our response to them that truly shapes us. By embracing this truth, we become empowered to face anything that comes our way with courage, confidence, and the unshakable belief that we are capable of overcoming it. In life, the true measure of our strength is not how we stand in times of ease, but how we rise in the face of adversity. Challenges and hardships are inevitable parts of the human experience, and they have a way of testing us in ways we could never anticipate. But it is in these moments of struggle, when everything within us may be screaming to give up, that we discover the depths of our resilience. Overcoming challenges is not simply about surviving the storm, it is about thriving in its wake, finding within ourselves the strength to turn hardship into opportunity, pain into growth, and uncertainty into triumph. The journey of life is rarely a straight path. There will be bumps, detours, and even moments when it feels like we are caught in an unending series of setbacks. Yet, these very setbacks are often the catalysts for our greatest transformations. It is through the most difficult of times that we are forced to dig deeper, to stretch beyond what we thought were our limits, and to tap into a well of strength that we didn't even know we had. In the face of hardship, we are given the chance to discover what we are truly capable of. These challenges, while painful and uncomfortable, are the fires in which our character is forged. They reveal to us the raw power of our inner strength, a strength that is often hidden beneath layers of fear, doubt, and insecurity. It is when we face our hardest trials that we are able to break through those layers and emerge stronger, wiser, and more capable than before. There is something profoundly empowering about the act of rising after a fall. Each time we face adversity, each time we choose to stand up when it would be easier to stay down, we build resilience. This resilience is not just the ability to endure, it is the ability to adapt, to evolve, and to continue moving forward no matter how many times we stumble. Resilience is not born overnight, it is cultivated in the quiet moments when we choose to push through the discomfort, when we choose to keep going despite the odds stacked against us. It is in these moments of persistence, of determination, that we begin to understand the true power of the human spirit. The beauty of resilience lies in its ability to transform the very challenges that seek to break us into stepping stones on the path to greatness. Every obstacle we face is an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to become better than we were before. When we approach challenges with this mindset, we shift our perspective from one of helplessness to one of empowerment. We stop seeing the challenge as something to fear and start seeing it as something to embrace, something that will help us become the person we are meant to be. This shift in mindset is one of the most powerful tools we can use in our journey through life. By choosing to face challenges with courage and determination, we unlock our potential to not only overcome the obstacles in front of us, but to transform them into the building blocks of our success. Every time we overcome a challenge, we prove to ourselves that we are capable of more than we realize. The act of pushing through, of refusing to give up, builds confidence in our own abilities. It shows us that we are stronger than we thought, more resourceful than we imagined, and more resilient than we ever gave ourselves credit for. And with each challenge we overcome, our sense of self grows. We begin to understand that we are not defined by our struggles, but by our response to them. Our response, our ability to rise again, is what makes us who we are. It is what separates the dreamers from the doers, the ones who wish for change from those who create it. When we face challenges and rise above them, we are also creating a ripple effect that extends far beyond ourselves. Our strength and resilience inspire others. Our courage becomes the beacon of hope for those who may be facing their own struggles, reminding them that they too have the power to overcome. By embracing adversity and thriving in its midst, we show others what is possible. We create a legacy of strength, determination, and perseverance that serves as a reminder that no challenge is insurmountable. The more we rise, the more others will rise with us, inspired by our example and empowered by the belief that they too can overcome whatever comes their way. In the end, the true reward for overcoming challenges is not just the success we achieve, but the growth we experience along the way. The journey through adversity shapes us, refines us, and teaches us invaluable lessons that can only be learned through the fire of difficulty. It is through the process of rising again and again that we become the best version of ourselves, and in doing so we create a life that is filled with purpose, strength, and fulfillment. Every challenge we face is not a roadblock, but an opportunity, a chance to rise, to grow, and to transform. And when we choose to rise, we not only change our own lives, but inspire the world around us to do the same. Resilience is not just a trait, it is the essence of human strength, the power that keeps us moving forward even when everything within us wants to stop. It is the ability to endure hardships, face challenges, and keep going, not because the path is easy, but because we have the courage to keep pushing through. Resilience is forged in the fires of adversity, and it is through the trials of life that we learn just how much we are capable of. It is not about being unbreakable, but about having the strength to bend, to adapt, and to rise again after every fall. This strength, this resilience, is a power that resides deep within all of us, waiting to be called upon when we need it most. Life is filled with challenges, and often these challenges feel overwhelming. There are moments when the weight of the world seems unbearable, when the struggles we face seem insurmountable, and when giving up feels like the only option. But in those moments, resilience is the force that pulls us through. It is the quiet voice within us that says, "You are stronger than this. Keep going, you can make it through." Resilience is not about avoiding pain or hardship. It is about learning to navigate through it, to endure it, and to rise above it. It is the knowledge that no matter how difficult the journey may be, we have the capacity to overcome it. The beauty of resilience lies in its ability to grow and strengthen with every challenge we face. It is not a static trait, but a dynamic force that expands with each experience. Every time we face adversity, we are given an opportunity to build our resilience. The more we endure, the stronger we become. Every setback, every failure, every hardship becomes a lesson that teaches us something new about ourselves. We learn how to face fear, how to find solutions, how to adapt when things don't go as planned. We learn that no matter how many times we fall, we have the strength to rise again. And each time we do, we are a little stronger, a little wiser, and a little more confident in our ability to overcome whatever comes our way. Resilience is not just about surviving, it is about thriving. It is about finding ways to grow even in the most difficult circumstances, to find meaning and purpose in the midst of struggle. When life presents us with challenges, it is easy to feel as though we are stuck in a cycle of hardship, but resilience allows us to see beyond the immediate pain. It helps us recognize that challenges are not roadblocks but opportunities for growth. When we face adversity, we have the chance to learn more about ourselves, to discover hidden strengths and talents, and to build a deeper understanding of the world around us. Resilience teaches us that challenges are not obstacles to be avoided, but stepping stones on the path to greater things. One of the most powerful aspects of resilience is its ability to help us transform setbacks into successes. When we encounter difficulty, it often feels like the end of the road. But resilience shows us that setbacks are not final. They are simply detours on the way to something greater. Every time we face adversity and keep going, we prove to ourselves that we are capable of more than we think. Each challenge we overcome becomes a victory, not because we avoided pain or struggle, but because we chose to keep moving forward despite it. Resilience allows us to turn failure into fuel, to take the lessons learned from our hardships and use them to propel us toward future success. In addition to strengthening us individually, resilience also has the power to inspire others. When we demonstrate our ability to overcome challenges with grace, determination, and strength, we inspire those around us to do the same. Our resilience becomes a beacon of hope, a reminder that no matter how tough life gets, we can always find a way to rise above. By choosing to face our struggles with resilience, we show others that it is possible to overcome whatever obstacles they may be facing. We create a ripple effect of strength and determination, encouraging others to tap into their own resilience and continue moving forward in their own lives. Resilience is a quality that is cultivated over time. It is built through experience, through the challenges we face, and through the choices we make. Every time we choose to rise above adversity, to face our struggles with courage and determination, we build our resilience. It becomes a muscle that grows stronger the more we use it, and while we may not always be able to control the hardships that come our way, we can always control how we respond to them. Resilience is not about avoiding pain, but about embracing it, learning from it, and using it to fuel our growth. At its core, resilience is the ability to adapt, to bend but not break, and to rise again stronger than before. It is the power to endure, to persevere, and to keep moving forward, no matter how difficult the journey may seem. With resilience, we can face anything life throws our way. It is the strength that lies within us all, waiting to be called upon when we need it most. And when we tap into that strength, there is no limit to what we can achieve. Pain has a unique ability to shape us, to push us beyond what we thought were our limits, and to transform us into something stronger, more resilient, and more capable than before. Instead of seeing pain as something that must break us or hold us back, we have the opportunity to use it as fuel to ignite our determination and our drive. Pain, in its rawest form, can be one of our most powerful motivators. It is in the midst of pain that we often discover what we are truly made of, what we are truly capable of, and how deep our inner strength truly runs. When we experience pain, especially emotional or mental pain, it can feel overwhelming. It's easy to fall into despair, to let the hurt define us, and to give up. But in those moments, if we can choose to see pain not as a roadblock, but as a source of energy, we unlock a power within ourselves that we never knew existed. Pain is not the enemy, it is the spark that can fuel our perseverance, our growth, and our ability to push forward even when everything within us wants to stop. By reframing pain as a force that propels us rather than one that destroys us, we begin to harness its energy in ways that propel us toward our goals, our dreams, and our true potential. Every time we face pain, we are presented with a choice. Will we let it weaken us, or will we use it as a source of strength? If we allow pain to consume us, we remain stuck, frozen by the very emotions that seem so powerful in the moment. But when we decide to use that pain as fuel, when we choose to turn our suffering into action, we transform it from a burden into a blessing. Pain, instead of holding us back, becomes the fire that pushes us forward. It drives us to work harder, to fight harder, and to reach higher. It becomes the force that propels us toward our goals, our vision, and the life we are meant to create. Pain is not something to fear. It is a natural part of the human experience, and when we learn to embrace it, to let it teach us and move us, we discover that we are capable of far more than we ever imagined. Pain is the fuel that can push us through the darkest times, helping us emerge on the other side stronger, wiser, and more determined than ever before. The ability to embrace pain is one of the most profound gifts we can give ourselves. While many see pain as something to avoid, something that must be fought against, those who learn to embrace it unlock an entirely different experience of life. Pain is not simply a sign of suffering, it is an opportunity for transformation, a door to deeper strength, and a chance to evolve into a stronger, more resilient version of ourselves. When we embrace pain, we stop running from it and instead allow it to guide us toward personal growth, healing, and empowerment. To embrace pain is to acknowledge its existence without letting it define us. Pain, whether physical or emotional, has the potential to either hold us back or propel us forward. The difference lies in how we choose to respond to it. When we face pain with acceptance rather than resistance, we allow ourselves to process it fully and learn from it. It is in this process of embracing pain that we can uncover the lessons it has to offer, lessons that we would not have discovered in moments of comfort or ease. Pain teaches us resilience, patience, and the power of perseverance. It helps us develop a deeper understanding of who we are and what we are capable of. Instead of seeing pain as a punishment or a setback, embracing it allows us to see it as a teacher. It shows us the areas of our lives that need attention, the parts of ourselves that require healing, and the strengths we need to cultivate. When we embrace pain, we do not shy away from the discomfort. We face it head-on with the knowledge that through this discomfort we will grow. Pain pushes us to confront our fears, to dig deep within ourselves, and to rise above our circumstances. It challenges us to keep moving forward, to press on even when the path ahead is unclear. Embracing pain also means understanding that it is temporary. Pain, by its very nature, does not last forever. When we allow ourselves to experience pain fully, we come to realize that it is often the gateway to something better, something better. In this way, pain is not an enemy, but a catalyst for change and growth. It is a reminder that even in our darkest moments, we have the capacity to endure, to heal, and to emerge stronger than before. When we embrace pain, we are no longer controlled by it. We take control of it, using it to fuel our journey toward a brighter future. The strength to face adversity and stay determined in the face of challenges is one of the most powerful qualities we can possess. Life has a way of throwing unexpected hurdles in our path, moments that test our limits, our patience, and our resilience. In these moments, when the world seems to conspire against us, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, to question our strength, and to wonder if we have the ability to continue pushing forward. But it is in these very moments of difficulty that we find our true power. It is when we are tested that we realize just how much determination we truly have within us. Determination is the quiet force that keeps us moving, even when the road ahead is uncertain and the challenges seem too great to overcome. It is the inner drive that tells us to keep going, no matter how many times we fall, no matter how many obstacles we face. This determination is not something that comes from a place of perfection or certainty. Rather, it arises from the courage to move forward, even when the path is unclear. It is the willingness to continue despite the setbacks, the failures, and the obstacles that may seem insurmountable in the moment. When we stay determined, we are choosing to not let anything or anyone hold us back from reaching our goals and fulfilling our potential. Determination is what allows us to keep going when everything within us may be telling us to stop. It is the voice that encourages us to take one more step, to push through the doubt, and to keep moving forward, even when it feels like the weight of the world is upon our shoulders. It is the knowledge that every step, no matter how small, is a step closer to the life we want to create. Determination keeps us focused on the bigger picture, reminding us that challenges are simply a part of the journey, not the end of the road. When we stay determined, we tap into a well of inner strength that is often far deeper than we realize. We begin to see that the difficulties we face are not permanent. They are part of the process of growth and transformation. With each challenge, we learn more about ourselves, our strengths, and our ability to endure. Through determination, we discover that we are capable of far more than we ever imagined. It is this unwavering commitment to keep moving forward, no matter the odds, that enables us to rise above adversity and achieve the extraordinary.